Welcome back, man. Episode 79 of Brick Shots with Billy. Chris he got up to bring the heat, I think. I don't know what if he's flexing on us or what.
No, we're celebrating. Today, as of the listeners hearing this, is the first day we finally got football back.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
This is cause for celebration, fellas.
I should have got up and got some. There we go. Christian, where's your flavored water at? There we go. All right.
I got a switch, so I'm going to save that for later in the show.
I think it's time to tell the people that that's been alcohol the whole time. Never mind. He's partaking in something else this week.
We just have asthma attacks over here.
Woo! It's strong. I like that he muted himself. Good job, Christian. There you go.
Man, don't mute yourself just in case you fucking
dying. Y'all cracking jokes.
You muted it, so I thought you was all right, bro.
Man, I'm choking about to die over here. Y'all laughing and shit.
So we know how you doing today.
Antonio, what's good, man? Good to see you.
Hey, man, got some news. You remember I told you I might have to go back under the knife?
Yes. Sweet. More Conley?
I hope so. My doctor, pretty cool dude. He some offline stuff I can't put out that he told me, but cool dude, bro. So yeah, shout out to Doc.
Big shout out,
getting your boy right. But no, got mobility back pretty much everywhere except for going up. And he was like, "Fuck that, I can get you there." And I was like, that's where I want to be. So, so we're doing that, man. Other than that, might go be an E6 tomorrow. So I'm try that out, see what that feel like. You too, or just fuck it?
Nah, I might pass. I might do better on this one, but I won't make it too much.
Whatever. We cool to E5, they know.
Yeah,
you too, Matt. You too, Airplane. You look like the dude from the movie. You ever seen Airplane?
Which airplane?
Either one of where they got headphones on that's that big.
Oh, yeah.
No, right now, dude, he looks like Napoleon's brother from Napoleon Dynamite right now.
I'm fucking Uncle Rico, okay?
Oh, wow.
You fucking wish you were Uncle Rico.
Hey, quick, before we get started, Uncle Rico, top 5 movie quarterback all time.
Absolutely.
Standing on it. Pat Mahomes before we ever seen Pat Mahomes.
No, that's like when you're talking top 5 wide receivers, you don't even have to put Jerry Rice on it because it's just the 5 after.
No, that's false.
He might be most elite. He might be the most elite, Bill. I think he just hates. Uncle Rico's out there.
No. Uncle Rico, no. Uncle Rico, yeah. But I was disagreeing with Matt's Jerry Rice point.
He in your top 5?
Y'all must have
not number 1. He's not. It's not Jerry Rice and then the top 5. It's still the top 5 with Jerry Rice in there.
Hey, y'all must not have seen Burt Reynolds in the remake of The Longest Yard. Throw that little game-winning touchdown pass against the prison guards, man. Come on now. Got knocked the fuck out while he was doing it.
One last play.
Last time I seen Burt Reynolds, he was a cop working with a little kid.
So,
cop and a half. Check it out.
Okay. So,
background, Billy.
It's football season, dude.
That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
That's what I told him.
$7 at Party City.
Shout out to Party City.
Sponsor us, dude. Fuck it. All right, let's get into I want to get into a big upset real quick, if that's cool. We want to talk Clemson first or what? Or we want to do Colorado first?
Let's go to Tonio's Totem, man. New segment I like to bring into the fold this week, man. Tonio's Totem, and we're going right there to Boulder. So about 3 weeks ago, I believe now, or formerly known as Superstar CMR, Have-A-Star CMR to us, said that, hey, all that hype Deion bringing, that ain't real. Them boys just came from HBC, FCS ball. They're not gonna do good. I got 50 on it. Put that money where y'all mouth is. I think that was his exact word.
Let me correct you though. I didn't say they wouldn't be good. I said it wouldn't be immediate.
Oh, either way, you was wrong because Tonio
wrong.
And I'll eat what they say, crow, because I was completely wrong.
I ain't gonna take this one by myself, Matt. I give credit what credit is due. Rugs Auto Body was behind me 100%, and it was $100 to the victors. Billy,
Yes,
it's prime, bro. We seen. I told y'all, and I'm gonna stand on it again. Like I said back in when we was talking HBCU ball, and Matt was ready to quit the show. I was like, hey, bro.
I only talk FBS.
We seen immediate turnaround when he got to Jackson State. Like, we seen immediate turnaround when he got to Trinity. Made them kids winners. Like, just like Shador said, my dad been a winner everywhere he went. This dude got a gold jacket, Billy. Hey, them hard to get still. They ain't putting everybody in the NFL Hall of Fame. This dude's considered maybe the best to ever play the game of football. That's something to say, bro. That ain't no mediocre person just walking around. Because me and you, Christian and Matt, we played football. The three lateral was real good at it. Billy was a quarterback, so okay. So it's a lot of people that can be good at football. It's a lot of people that can be great. To be considered the best to ever do it on a grand scale is crazy. So for us to deny the winning, I was really impressed with Shador. I believed in it when I saw him in Jackson State because, like he said, bro, it ain't nothing but names. These players still out here going out there doing the same things players doing now. Do they got more money? Of course. Do they got better facilities? Of course. But when you give the same players with the same caliber them facilities and that money now, well, you see what they can do. Travis Hunter, that dude's insane. 110 snaps? Or 121?
I think it was 10.
Either way, TCU coach was like, we was cramping up. Travis Hunter played every down of the game. And he went in and was doing dances in the locker room after that. This team was well coached, Billy. I can't lie. Deion prepared them for the moment. Do I think they'll get better? Yes. Of course, they need to be better than they were last week because people getting better down the road. No discredit to Colorado, but TCU only brought back three starters from last year.
Yeah.
So it was.
Christian,
it was
can you name one yet?
A starter for TCU?
Yeah.
They were still 20-plus point favorites, though. So
Trey,
Davion
Williams.
Exactly. And that's why it's hard. Because nobody believed in Deion. The media hate him already. College coaches, they do. You seen him talking to his own reporters. Hey, I remember you. That's what he said to him. Yeah. You ain't believe it. So the media hate him. College coaches hate him. He came in there and brought, I think they said 80 different people from different places. And they only kept 10 starters, Billy. Or 10 people from Colorado's previous team.
Yes.
Everybody else he brought in. That's never been done. Never been heard of. I've been preaching it. Gonna keep preaching it. He ain't bring no Rudy Poos with him. He said that. No. He said my luggage is coming and it's Louis V. I don't know if you know what Louis V is, Billy, but you my friend, so I know you know what Louis V is. To Matt and Chris Smart. To Matt, Louis V is Louis Vuitton. That's some expensive shit.
He said no.
So I just think, bro, like this is the beginning of some shit. I think they rival a lot of people. They might, like I said, they might not be a 10-plus win, but they give a lot of people some games. And with the defensive coordinator being a formal NFL defensive coordinator, I feel like now they see what they're going against. We can get better.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of shootouts coming in their future because that's what that conference is. But you got playmakers, you got 2 5-star cornerbacks. Now you can see, like, all right, they played pretty well. Let's get out of these weak ass zones that we was in. That's how we was getting shredded. Let's put these boys on the island and see what they do. Because when they did, it wasn't really bad. No time. So I'm interested. What y'all think? What you thought, Christian, since you watched?
Let me go last.
All right, so I'll go. The 3 takeaways. Number one, the first one I took away was the way they opened the game. the turnover, like Tonio said, how many people they literally lost from that program. But let's also account for these kids that just, and I'm not going to talk shit about some kids that I don't know, I've never met, but Deion showed up and almost, I think it was a little over half, a little under 3/4. It was one of those. Literally just already quit the team when Deion got there because of the way he said, we're not going to be running shit how y'all think it's supposed to be ran. That's number one. Shedeur, I've been scowling the internet for all these crazy takes about Deion. And before the game started, it's like, well, let's see what he can do against real talent and Division I talent and all this other stuff, all this crazy shit. And then after they win, you want to turn it over to, oh, well, TCU isn't this and TCU isn't that, where it's like, stop moving the goalposts. If it's going to be XYZ, then that's what it needs to be. It can't go from XYZ to WVU. That's not how the fuck the shit works. That's number one. Number two, the Colorado team, again, with all that turnover, the entire coaching staff is different. How many players they brought in, the transfer portal, all that, to only have 6 penalties and have 3 of them on the same fucking drive, where that drive were kind of where they were getting a little flustered. You could see kind of where they're sitting here like, we got to do XYZ. Again, I'm going to use XYZ. That's one of my favorite terms. But we have to do this to compete. And you could see they were getting a little frustrated. Some of the calls, one call didn't go their way, and that's where the 3 penalties kind of came into effect. Number 3, Deion was interviewed after the game. He's looked at as this brash, cocky, I'm better than you because of, again, X, Y, and Z. Fuck, I got to stop doing that. I'll stop drinking. But Deion is saying all the shit that's happening to him, he's like, I remember you. I remember what you said, exactly how Tonio did it, right? But what he did first, as soon as he was interviewed, the first thing he said was, thank God. And I think that is another big thing for these players coming into this program, where it's not about Coach Prime. He does not make it about himself. It's about the players. As soon as he said, thank God, these players, I don't know what I would do without them. These are my sons, all this other stuff. Shedeur has gotten, well, he we'll see what he does against Division I players. We act like he didn't have offers from Alabama, Florida, USC, like Texas. He didn't get these offers, but he had these offers, but went to Jackson State and HBCU with his dad, and that's what he wanted to do. In turn, Jackson State played like fucking shit on Saturday too and got mollywopped without a Deion Sanders coach and a Shedeur playing a Travis Hunter and a Shiloh over there fucking guarding the right side. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I think it's amazing. I did pick Colorado. I didn't see the turnaround. I have never not been a believer. I don't want that to be portrayed on this show. I have never not been a believer in Deion. I just didn't think it would be so fast. I thought TCU was going to play a little better, and they didn't play awful. We're acting like TCU just shit the bed. They played a good game. It just happened Colorado played a better game. What about you, Matt?
I think going back to everything that I've said before about TCU, bunch of fucking frauds. They're I forget what their linebacker's name is right now, but he called that.
Never mind. Hey,
hold on.
They called down Billy Jr.
We're on the same side.
He called TCU the laughing stock of college football, and that's what they are. They fucking played their hearts out versus Michigan. They won the game. They deserved it. They won it, right? But then they won the national championship. They left everything in Phoenix with them because I don't think a single person showed up. Georgia just fucking stomped them, and they come out and then they hear all this talk about Deion this, Deion that, all these transfers. They don't have any continuity from last year. They don't have anyone. There's no fucking chemistry here. We're going to roll them. That's what everyone thought. We're going to shut up Deion. Didn't happen. Deion came in. Hey, guess what? I've got game film on you. You have nothing on me. And then we didn't move the goalpost here. Me and Tonio didn't. We just got $100 from Christian is what we did.
Y'all still waiting on it?
Pending. Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine.
It's pending.
Chris, you caught the game? I'm sure you did.
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't think it was going to be particularly close. But got to give it to Deion. I figured he would turn it around eventually.
First of all, hey, give it to me first because I told you. All right.
Hey.
And Matt.
Y'all got the game right. I don't know. I figured he would turn it around just because he's Deion. He can recruit his ass off just purely by his name alone. I didn't think it would be this fast. I find it hard to believe that you can bring in basically an entire new program and turn it around year one. But he went from doing that to beating the runner-up in the college football playoffs last year. So got to give props to Deion. Shedeur played his ass off. That's really about all I got to say about it. As far as TCU, I didn't have any opinions beforehand aside from not thinking it was going to be close. But I'm curious how good TCU actually is, given that they lost Duggan and a lot of pretty much their whole starting lineup. So I'm going to be more interested to see how Colorado fares against better competition, to see if Deion's like an actual top 25 team right now, or if he's the guy that beats up on the average and isn't yet good enough roster-wise to beat up on the big boys of the sport.
I will say, too, with all the credit we're giving to Colorado, I don't think they should have shot up to 22. That's just me. I think that was a bit of a jump because before the season started, they weren't even a top 50 team. So I don't know how they projected that high. And that's where I had that argument with Antonio about the media bias. I think the media loves Colorado. I think they want them to do really well.
No.
It's also week one and overreaction.
That's what I'm saying.
Going to be heightened in week one.
Well, we like to react because Antonio's telling part 2. Something just fell in Billy's house. Get the gun, bro. Don't look around.
No. One of the kids fell. I was waiting for a cry.
Tough kids, just like their uncle. Antonio's telling part 2, man. We go to
let me wrap it up. I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, I forgot that you was quiet because you didn't believe. My bad. My fault.
Just in disbelief. I ain't gonna make it too long. I just want to first and foremost, hats off to you, Tonio. Hats off to you, Matt. Y'all called it. I just got to eat my words. I didn't see that shit coming.
I don't think they care if you eat your words. I think they want you to swipe your card.
Yeah.
Whatever they
I don't give a fuck about your words.
Whatever they want me to do, it's all for them because they called it. I just argued them down. It wasn't gonna happen. It's not this soon. It's too much turnaround. And boy, oh boy, was I completely wrong. So hats off to y'all. Hats off to Colorado. They went out there. Great game plan. I mean, I think we all figured they probably weren't going to bully TCU around, which I wouldn't say they would, but they were smart to not try to prove the world wrong and say, hey, we got a strong offensive line. They aired it out. They ran the ball enough to keep the defense honest. And they had better athletes out there. They showed it, put it on display. Hats off to Colorado. I was completely wrong on that. And I just want to clear it up. It's not that I don't think it's going to work. I just thought it was going to take longer. He came out game 1, proved me wrong. And as you can see, I believe.
That's right. Good job.
Well, I'll make you another believer. Antonio's telling part 2. Me and Matt again. Hey, I'm trying to tell Billy and Mr. I believe about good old. Hey, he's a great coach. He's one of the greatest coaches. Why y'all hate him? Brian Kelly. Go out. Billy said, hey, y'all better be scared of LSU. It was his first year, Antonio. He went to the SEC championship. That's
did.
Billy right there.
That was a correct statement. That was a correct statement.
It was cold that night. That's what happened. It was cold that night. Something happened, bro. Brian Kelly goes out on his opening night and gets embarrassed. Oh my God. He got Florida State looking like they probably do run the ACC now. It was bad. And it was all coaching. Everybody gonna say Florida State was just a better team, but when you get into the end zone 7 times in the first half and come out with 14 points, that's coaching. That's a coaching mistake.
Look bad.
That's bad. And see, this is the thing. Billy and Christian want you to be like, well, Brian Kelly's good. You know, he coached at Notre Dame. He was good. But Brian Kelly, since 2010, Billy, let me give you a little stat. Look it up just for you and Christian. Versus top 10 teams, Billy, give me a number where you think his record is.
Oh,
no, he ain't old because he's good. He ain't old because he's good. But tell me what you think he is. Since 2010.
Oh,
it's not old.
That's
it's not an old. He won
something. Then.
No, he won 5 of them, Billy.
God damn, that's pretty good.
Since 2010, 5 of them is good. Well, he's played.
How many teams he played? That's what I want to know.
20.
500 against top 10? That's not the worst.
5?
He's played 20 teams, Billy. Won 5 times. And he's 500?
Oh, yeah. No, I meant.
He's lost 15 of them.
15 of them, Billy.
What's Lane Kiffin's record against top 10 teams?
He's cool, though.
Yeah, it don't matter. It ain't.
He's got a good personality.
Yeah. Lane train. He don't gotta switch his voice up. He can be stupid and we still fuck with it.
He's telling reporters he fucked their mom. That's what I like.
Yeah. So, Billy, where's this good coach? Because to be a good coach, you gotta beat the best teams, right?
So here it is, Tonio. So
no, I'm asking a question because I ain't done. To be a good coach, you gotta beat the best teams, right?
Yes.
So if you 5 for 15 against the best teams, are you really a good coach, Billy?
Do we think Notre Dame sucks? Do we think Notre Dame sucks?
We know Notre Dame sucks.
All right.
But who coached there?
Does Notre Dame still suck without Brian Kelly?
Yes.
All right. That was the second.
Notre Dame's been sorry since Rudy, bro. We don't have to go there. Hey, since after Rudy, the movie, they've been ass. All right. We already went there. One of our most popular reels. Thank you guys.
Yes,
Manti Te'o's girlfriend's gone. Poof. So yeah, they suck. But that has to be the team. That has to be the team that y'all was talking about that he made good. Like that's what he done.
I'm talking about Grand Valley State. I'm talking about Cincinnati. I'm talking about his whole career.
No,
you look those numbers up and get back to
Central Michigan.
Central Michigan.
He should have stayed in Central and then never gone anywhere else to embarrass himself like this.
My thing is, what do you judge on being a good coach? How many top
not
teams
making a Southern accent?
That too.
Well, that's
that's stupid. So y'all judging a man on his personal, nothing that has to do with coaching.
I'm judging him off of y'all putting him right under. Because y'all said he ain't in the same tier.
I said he was a top 5 coach. I didn't put him under or
so that was top 5 coaching displayed.
I mean, I've seen Nick Saban get his ass beat by Dabo Swinney in the championship. Nobody says shit about that.
Nick Saban gets his ass beat once every 3 years to check himself.
Why didn't anybody make an argument against him?
Because his record is above 500.
Nobody says
he
went to the NFL. Look what he did.
Chris, can you look up Dabo Swinney's record against top 10 teams?
Hey, but Nick Saban, Chris just put it up there. I'm gonna tell you why, Christian. Let me tell you why, because Chris, that's why he's the secretary. Nick Saban is 83-41 against teams in the top 25. I'm pretty sure.
Again, listen to this. I understand those numbers. You tell me if Notre Dame was getting a recruiting class as Alabama.
I don't care about that.
I didn't ask if you
they
care.
Still get top 20 recruiting classes. They still get top 20.
Y'all keep saying y'all don't care. Y'all care when it's against him, but you don't care when it's for him.
Billy,
you're telling me Notre Dame doesn't get top 20 recruiting classes like Alabama?
Right.
They do.
It only limits some students who don't give a fuck about school, but that's not who Notre Dame wants. And the only reason they don't go to Notre Dame is because their GPA isn't there. That's the only reason.
So he doesn't have the athletes. He won't get them in
the
Notre
athletes,
Dame.
They still get 5 stars more than most schools.
What 5 stars does Notre Dame get, Matt?
Kyle Hamilton.
No.
Kyle Hamilton wasn't a 5-star.
The only
he went through the program.
Brian Kelly got 3 5-stars his entire tenure at Notre Dame.
But he's got the same level of talent as Alabama.
Sell your soul for cheap wins or get up out of there. You know what
he
chose?
You trying to judge him for his personality based on
when I'm talking about his personality.
He talked fake.
Christian, I ain't even talking about the past. I'm talking about seeing him getting his ass out coached Saturday.
Out Sunday. Again, y'all put on a pedestal.
Hold on. We got to move on. Hold on. Christian, do you not think I've already said Brian Kelly got extremely out coached? It looked like he didn't know what he was doing on Saturday. Is that how you feel about Saturday's loss?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Sunday. So he's not top 5. Anyway, he sucks. Billy's pick 'em for LSU to be good, that's out the window. Matt, how did you feel about it? Well, me and Matt don't even have to talk. He on the same page.
No,
Chris,
I picked
how you
Florida
feel
State to
about
go
it?
to the playoffs. So
Yeah,
Yep, looking
he's
good.
riding
man.
high.
I mean, I did too.
Shut up. You're Brian Kelly.
It's in
fan.
the damn show. I've said it.
what I'm saying is validated because I've been.
Chris, how you feel?
I think he reminds me of like the classic 4A player in baseball. He's not good enough to compete with the major leagues, but he's too good to compete in the minor leagues. So I think he's somewhere in that range. He's a good coach, but when compared to the best coaches of the sport, I think he's clearly a level below. I also want to point out he lost to FSU, who was ranked, I believe it was 8th in the preseason poll. So it's not like he lost to a bum. But his performance definitely wasn't up to par for that being his first game.
It was terrible. It was terrible, especially the way Billy and Christian rode him. But either way, other losses that was shocking because we can move on. I ain't say nothing about this. Well, actually, I did. Tonio told him Dabo was on the hot seat. I said that last week. And boy, did he put me on the pedestal of Tonio told him for the week. Because he got his shit dumped by basketball school, and we're not playing basketball. Now, to be fair, I was telling some people, I think it was Butler. Shout out to Butler. Butler wanted to come on, I got to say this real quick. I sent him the link, but I think he sleep because he got to work in the morning. He wanted me to apologize to Shador and the whole Colorado family because he said that they were going to be sorry just like Kristen did. He said Shador wasn't going to make it in FBS ball neither, and then he came out and went 36 for 41 and threw for 510 and 4 touchdowns. So
AB is just mad because he didn't go to Alabama. That's all it is.
That's probably why. But back to Dabo. Dabo's ass is hot right now. Pause. I know everybody's like, hey, it's Dabo. Yeah, it's Dabo. He out here getting dribbled around on a football field. It was bad.
I want to say real fast, anytime you see a coach that wears a hat, when he takes it off and fucking does one of these things, hey, it's a bad day. That's a bad day.
He's lost in the sauce. Is what
hey, the piece de resistance was him bending over like he had just ran 18 gashers. It was bad. He was just yep, I knew it. He was just like, it's probably some FCS school out there that I could go to. Maybe they let me in the JUCO. in HBCUs. I got the resume for it. How y'all feel? Maybe I'm overreacting, or he should be checking himself.
I think Duke is better than a lot of people were thinking. Like, I know you're saying as a basketball school, Tonio, but they play.
No. But my fault. I didn't finish that point. Last year and the year before, Duke was pretty good in the inside of ACC competition. So yeah. I did tell people that. I said, hey, it ain't like they no scrubs, but I didn't think they were 21-point overdogs on Clemson. But go ahead, Billy.
I was just going to say, I do think I wrote down to Garrett Riley going from TCU to Clemson. I thought with Cade Klubnik back there, they were going to look better. They looked abysmal. Those receivers were dropping passes. Will Shipley, who's looked at as one of these great running backs in college football, I don't know why. Maybe they're just trying to get the white man up there and just trying to make it seem like it's something, but it's not. There's a lot of drop passes. They were moving the ball really well on Duke, but those fumbles, those bad throws towards the outside, it looked like they didn't know what the fuck was going on. And that does have to do with coaching. Dabo is I don't necessarily maybe agree with the hot seat take, Tonio, only because the dude literally has 2 national championships. It's hard to be like, oh, fuck that. We're going to get a new coach and still do the same shit.
I mean, real quick, not to cut you off, but if Ryan Day loses to Michigan again this year, is he not on the hot seat?
If he gets to the playoffs, no.
No, I don't think they give a fuck about the playoffs if he loses to Michigan. Also, he doesn't get to the playoffs if they lose to Michigan.
He did last year.
Oh, yeah, they did. Nah, but Alabama ain't gonna lose to LSU this year.
I'm just throwing it out there. We can keep going. So, Chris, let's go to Matt. What did you think about the Clemson loss?
I think it's like what we've said with Dabo a bunch of times. If he doesn't have a quarterback who's on, like their defense played well enough, like it wasn't terrible on defense. It was their offense just fucking them over the entire team. There it is.
Bishop Sycamore.
He just Klubnik or however you say his name is just not the guy.
No,
it looked like for a brief second last season for like the 2 snaps he played, maybe we got a quarterback because he took off in that run, made a good pass here or there, and everyone's like, oh, that guy's the guy for next year. We already fucked up this year, but he is not the guy. So that's what I got out of it.
Chris?
I think Dabo's had 10 or 11 years straight of winning at least 10 games at Clemson.
Yeah.
He lost to Duke, yeah, but he loses 2 to 3 games a year every year anyway. So if he winds up winning 10 games at the end of the year, I think we'll completely forget about this week 1 loss and it won't really be relevant.
Because let's say Duke wins 9 games, Tonio. That's not a bad loss.
Yeah, but let's say Clemson keeps losing.
No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
See, and this is why it's big to me because now everybody that was in games with Duke last year was like, wait a minute, hold on. Duke just beat Clemson by 21. Hell, I can at least beat them by 3. That's what everybody's mindset is now. And now you got to go through the ACC like that. And let's not forget, Jordan Travis didn't look terrible in the LSU game. He threw that 1 pick, but the time he was getting back there, that was against a SEC defensive line.
Never.
Now, for the life of me, I don't know why it was only 3 down linemen getting sent at me. But hey, I ain't a coach. I ain't Brian Kelly. We talked to him about that when we get him on the interview. But he was getting time and he was just picking them boys apart. So get into some ACC play and those defensive linemen are a little bit smaller. They offensive line can handle them. Give them time. I can see Florida State being in that game for them at the end of the year. I don't know. I think they beat the hell out of Clemson this year.
Yeah. Christian, what about you, man?
Basically,
Christian, you look like Kimbo Slice.
I take that as a good thing. Look like I beat somebody's ass.
Yeah. Nah.
Honestly, if I saw you, I'd be like, all right, hey, maybe this isn't the guy to cut off or anything.
Hey, he's like 4 inches shorter than you, Billy.
Yeah. No, I'm saying if I'm driving the car, I don't know how fucking big he. I'm just like, oh shit.
He sits on a
Christian's just on a Vespa.
pillow.
That's fucked up. I was just gonna say, man, I agree with everything y'all said. I don't want to point out all the negatives, but I do want to say he definitely doesn't have Dabo Swinney have the skill players that he once did. And I think, although that falls into his that's his recruiting, he still doesn't have no Mike Williams, no Hunter Renfrow, no Sammy Watkins, Hopkins, no.
So let me ask you this real quick, Christian. As that type of coach, how do you not reload?
Right. I agree with that. I don't know.
I'm asking, why? Why didn't he reload? I
will say this though, from listening to different college football podcasts, he's not doing the NIL really, and he's not getting in the transfer portal, which everybody is now. And they said
that's the game now. If you're not doing that, that's your fault as a coach.
And that's the result you're gonna get. What he's getting.
But I think that's another thing. If we're gonna talk culture, like what Deion brought to Colorado was a lot of culture. You practice in black socks. You wear a suit the day of the game. You don't do X, Y. You don't wear earrings into the building. You don't. You know what I'm saying? So there's like these things of this culture, and Dabo might, and like maybe it's wrong, but if that's his culture, that's the way he wants to do it. I don't think
Dabo trying to be a better Nick than Nick is. Nick even went into the NIL jump, but he didn't do a lot of it. But he did enough to, somebody called 911. Christian dying.
That man dying over here. I'm good.
Hey, you don't want to go get no water, man.
I think that's the thing with Nick too, is that he didn't like the NIL shit until he was like, okay, I have to have a quarterback. My quarterbacks can do NILs all they want. But I'll get a linebacker, a defensive tackle in here that don't need an NIL deal that'll play great for me.
So let me ask all y'all this. Was it as much as DJ Ungale's fault, or was it probably he was just in a shitty situation? Because I thought it was DJ and the team. Now I'm thinking maybe he didn't have really nothing around him. Like you said, Billy,
he didn't have a fucking shitty week in Oregon State this week, so not the abysmal ass number. Yeah.
And I wouldn't sit here and say Oregon State has got a better roster than Clemson, but something ain't clicking in Clemson.
Nah, something ain't, and I think it's Dabo. But what was the biggest, while we talking to you, Christian, what was your biggest surprise from week 1?
Let me see. I got my notes. I had it written down. Let me go back to it. I'm going to go. Damn, do I have it?
Probably not.
Yeah, come to me a minute. It's going to take me a minute to pull it up. My bad.
We see you Googling it right now.
Chris, did
you I got to look up because I didn't put it in my notes.
Chris, did you
go ahead, Chris?
Football?
My biggest surprise was Colorado getting the massive upset just for the reason it's two of the things that we've already talked about, one being Colorado, and then the second one was Clemson losing to Duke because, like Billy said, they're a basketball school. When I think of Duke, I don't think about them being good at football. When I think of Clemson, I think best team in the ACC. So it's that was weird for me to see.
What about you, Matt?
I think
McCarthy's ass.
No, he was on fire. He set completion records. Okay, all right. Let's fucking put that aside.
What did he complete? 14?
No, he went 15 for 16 with 4 touchdowns.
Oh,
come to me next. I got it.
But my biggest upset was just that Duke beat the shit out of Clemson.
Not upset,
surprise. Upset, surprise, same fucking thing.
No.
Clemson still has a top 10 recruiting class. There's no reason they should be that bad. It's just in the same lines of fucking Texas A&M at this point. Top recruiting class and just getting their ass beat, which is still surprising, even though you know they suck, but it's like you have all the talent. So that's what I think.
Christian, you good to come to the next? I seen a cough load.
Yeah, no, I'm good now. I wanted to go to Texas Tech in Wyoming. I was big on Texas Tech, and I checked them out because my guy's a fan of them. So I said, let me check them out. Nothing else playing tonight, and damn, was I surprised. I think they bounce back, though. I think this is going to be a positive year. I think week 1, you got a lot of unexpected. You really ain't got tape. A lot of surprises go on that week, and to me, it's just hard to really judge a team off that one win. But yeah, definitely Wyoming surprised me with that
one. Billy, what was yours? Not in mine off.
So mine was also I didn't think anybody else was going to go to the Texas Tech route, but I will also go there. But I can give a little more detail because I watched the whole game. So Texas Tech was up 17-0 in the first quarter, and we didn't score the rest of the game until the fourth quarter just to tie it up. And then we went into overtime and just some bad plays, some not even maybe bad play calling, but just it wasn't executed well. There was a lot of – it looked like Texas Tech was a little scared to kind of do what they were doing. They were at Wyoming, so I don't know if it's like one of those things. They should have scheduled a cupcake like most of the other FBS teams just to kind of get us on a roll and then maybe go to Wyoming a week 2, but we'll see how it goes from there. That was my big surprise. I was more surprised on how we didn't execute after going up so much because I was like, oh, we're going to win 54-0. I'm not even tripping about this.
Yeah. Well, that didn't happen. My surprise for the week was another upset that nobody really talked about, and that was Texas State upsetting Baylor. Woo!
Yeah.
Nobody's seen that coming, including Baylor, but it happened. 42-31 was not a close game. So, yeah, that was, hey, man, like I said, like Dion said coming in, it don't matter no more, bro. Like, it don't matter. Any given Saturday, you can get your ass whooped by FCS school, FBS players, or FCS players coming to the FCS players coming to the FBS. It can happen. We seen it. So yeah, that was my biggest takeaway. Chris, if you had a player of the week for the week 1, who would it be for you?
Shedeur. He's to me, he's the reason Colorado got that upset. You already mentioned the stats, but I'll go ahead and mention them again since it's relevant again. 38 for 47 for 510 yards and 4 touchdowns. It's hell of a stat line. I believe that was the first 500-yard game for a debuting FBS school or player in like 25 or 30 years.
Also,
so very
set the
impressive
record
by him.
in Boulder, first game. Set the record by 20 yards in Boulder. So, yeah, that's impressive. And no interceptions. That's crazy. Christian, who you got?
I'm going to go Jackson Dart. 18 to 23, 334 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 carries for 36 yards, and they dominated. So I'm going to go Jackson Dart.
Respect.
Who you got, Dad, by Bill?
Oh, it's me now. Okay. I'm going to go a little out of left field. I was just trying to pick someone that nobody else would pick. I'm taking Emory Jones from Cincinnati, former 5-star recruit from Florida, was 19 of 23 for 345 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he added on 2 rushing touchdowns. His passer rating was, however college does it, they do it a little different than the NFL. His rating was 240. That was 40 points higher than Shedeur, just to show you how great that performance was.
Who they play?
And he's also been in college football 14 years, it feels like.
Yes. But they played it was Eastern Kentucky or something. They didn't play anybody good. It was 66.
Bailey Zapp's team? Oh, that was Western Kentucky.
That's Western Kentucky, yeah.
Matt hates any quarterbacks that have been in the league over 2 years.
If you're not out of college football in 3, you're fucking old.
What you think about Sean Clifford?
We've talked about it plenty of times.
Hey, but speaking of Ruggs, who you got?
So I'm going to correct some stats here. J.J. McCarthy, end of the game, went 26 for 30, 3 touchdowns, 280 yards. But that's not my pick. I just wanted to correct those. I'm going with Travis Hunter. Played 87% of his team snaps total. Dominated on both sides of the ball. That's the easy pick.
I definitely, myself too, I was going with Travis Hunter. But since Matt took him, I'm going to go with another Travis. He's just got a Jordan in front of it. Like I said, man, Jordan Travis, like he was already in the Heisman running, but just boosted his stock against
I hear you.
A formidable, or should have been formidable team, terribly coached LSU squad. He had 4 tugs, 1 interception, but after that 1 interception, it was like he went over there, smacked himself on the head, was like, fuck, I gotta get my shit together. And then he did that and went on to lead a route of the Brian Kelly LSU Tigers. Brian Kelly coached LSU Tigers. Brian Kelly poorly coached LSU Tigers. My fault.
Jeez. Get through it.
Yeah, I just want to let people keep hearing
what
that
are you
name,
drinking
Brian
over
Kelly.
there?
Brian Kelly's failure. That's what I'm drinking on. Moving on. So, Tonio, I'll be right. But my counterpart, my best friend, one of us has to be wrong, and normally it's him. Billy, you went out and made a bold, shirtless TikTok saying that Florida was going to beat Utah because Utah didn't have this. Utah ain't had that. Chief Keef, they always talking about Chief Keef ain't this, Chief Keef ain't that, And just like Chief Keef proved everybody wrong with Love Sosa, Utah proved you wrong and shitted on Florida. How you feel about that? I'll let you live react first before we laugh at you.
So, 2 things. Number 1, I was wrong. That was just a bad pick. I thought Billy Napier was going to get his shit together down there in Florida. I thought he had an upgrade because I thought Anthony Richardson was ass. But they went to Utah and just got the brakes beat off them by a Pac-12 team. Second thing, I'm done with the SEC. I tried to do the SEC is better than every other team, blah, blah, blah. LSU let me down. Florida let me down. And Ole Miss is about to let me down next week. So I'm not too worried about the SEC anymore. That's done. Dunskies, I'm over it. That's how it works. I just want to pull up one more time just a record of the conferences. And if you see here, everybody correct me if I'm wrong, is the SEC the best conference through week 1? It doesn't fucking look like it, does it?
Bro, the Pac-12 has like 2 teams. Calm down.
Right now they got 2 teams, but that's how not great the SEC is they still lost 3 fucking games. 2 of them were to the ACC that we still thought was ass as fuck.
Hey, put it back up though. Was Big Ten below them so we can recreate that 30-minute argument? Ah, shit. Here we go.
Hey, just barely though. Barely.
I got you, Tony.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, Billy, so I'm not even going to engage in your SEC nonsense babble. Maybe it's because you picked the team. Every time you pick the Lakers to win, they lose. It's you, bro.
Fuck you. It was when I watched the Lakers. No.
Well, you watched Florida and Utah. and you watched LSU and State. It's you.
That's all right.
Billy, that was a terrible take, man. I told you, man. First of all, I know them boys didn't watch that Florida documentary on Netflix. If they would have went in there and understood that we got to be killers on and off the field, and they would have destroyed Utah. And they didn't watch that. Second of all, there's no repair in Florida, bro.
You think
it
it's
don't matter. It's been it for years. It's been even when they got good that one year, then went to Bama and got the shit beat out of them in the SEC championship. It's over with, bro. Like, and with that quarterback, they trying to I was like, bro, are they trying to recreate Tim Tebow? You can't do that. There's not gonna be another Tim Tebow. Billy, hey, not you, Billy Napier, dog. Get another quarterback. Hey, I'm like watching him just get worse and worse, and I'm like, man, they ain't warming up nobody else.
He was trash in Florida.
I hear Urban Meyer looking for another job again.
The shit.
He's been on a little media tour the last couple months.
If I'm a college team,
my heart's acting up. I gotta go.
Well, we'll see Urban next year in Clemson. It's dog. It was bad, and I felt bad. Billy, like, excuse me. I felt really bad, and then John come in and was like, "Yeah, good pick there, buddy." And I heard it in his voice, and I'm just like, man, shout out to John. Yeah, Florida's done. Florida's been done since that documentary was over. Florida's been done. Like, literally, the next season, they were done. Alabama came back and got redemption and beat the fuck out of them in the SEC championship, and they were done. I don't know why Billy picked them. Florida's becoming and might be the new Vanderbilt of the SEC.
Shut up.
Let's not go that far.
I'm for real, bro. I'm for real. Vanderbilt done got some big wins. Y'all not looking. Florida ain't beat nobody convincingly.
Are we talking about this year? Because there's been 1 week, unless you're USC.
Yep.
They've got some big wins.
Vanderbilt 1-0. That's a big win. How y'all felt about it, man, before we move on to Billy's picks or the picks for the week, games of the week for us?
I'll go last because I think I got a nice segue for y'all.
I didn't watch it. Couldn't care less. The only thing I cared about is if Utah came out on fucking motorcycles, and I'm pretty sure they did because they won the fucking game.
They didn't know.
You don't know nothing.
I watched the whole game, Matt. You
picked Florida.
Huh?
You picked Florida. I can't listen to your opinion right now. For the next 5 minutes, everything you say is a lie.
Redo it, and I was going to tell our really sweet story about you and I picking fucking like,
okay. Okay, no, you go. Go ahead.
What's up, Kristen?
I don't really take nothing much from the game. Just Florida looking like how they have been the last 5-6 years. Utah took care of business without their starters, so they'll probably just even get better.
Yeah.
Chris, take it away.
I didn't really care about the game. I think Florida reminds me of a certain team that's all brand, all hype. And when it comes to performance on the field, they can never carry through, kind of like the Longhorns year in and year out.
That's a new one. That'd be for college season. Boom. All right.
Every time we talk about Texas.
Well, you were right, Chris. What a segue. Billy.
Yes.
I was going to say something about the games of the week that we were going to pick. We were going to do the whole top 25 because there's still a lot of landslide victory. Should be hell. He's seen some upset. But Chris just said something about your favorite team that we know you secretly love, the Longhorns. They go up against
the major disrespect on the show. This is live. What are you doing?
I know the truth, Billy. I've been in your house. Just remember that.
How many Texas teams are getting on my house?
Not a lot.
All right.
But Texas plays Alabama again. 1920 game last year. Was it not 1920?
No, it was. It just didn't matter. That was just man.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Alabama has an identity offensively. Jalen Milrose. He just looks like
Milroe.
Yeah, Milroe. He looked like
I didn't say Milrose.
He looked like John Parker Booth or whatever. Whatever one of them quarterbacks from Alabama of recent years. They didn't run the ball a lot.
Just a guy in there.
Yeah, for real. Billy,
yes.
start with you with your favorite team. How do they do against Alabama?
Alabama wins 49-13.
It's gonna be a close game now because of Billy. Hey, Christian, how you feel about it?
I ain't calling the score, but I'm gonna go Alabama. Remember, I did say Jalen Milroe was my dark horse Heisman finalist.
That's a terrible pick.
Yeah.
What you got?
Is anybody keeping tracks of these picks so we can have our record week to week? Okay.
Matt, Antonio are winning right now. It's 2 to Chris and Christian having 1, and then me with fucking a fat 0.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, how's it going? Is it my turn now?
It is.
All right. So this is gonna be fucking wild. I'll never say this again. So put this on record and run it on repeat. Go ahead. But I think Texas has gotten slightly better. Where I don't think Alabama has yet. They're gonna get better this year. But with their quarterback situation, it was okay. Like they won the game, right? But I think Texas has gotten better, and they played them close last year. If fucking Quinn Ewers and fucking Bijan didn't fucking die on the field or whatever the fuck happened last year, Texas would have won. And we can all say that thoroughly. Texas would have won. Unless Nick Saban called the FBI and fucking shot someone off the sideline or something. But I think Texas wins 31-28.
Ooh.
Chris, you taking Longhorns too?
Absolutely. I think
Get
Bama's
the fuck out of here. For real, Chris?
I think Bama's a little bit down this year, and Texas Bama was one of the few games I actually watched start to finish last year. I feel like Texas played them super close, should have won the game, and with Bama being a little bit worse this year in my eyes, I think Texas might pull it off this year. It might be wishful thinking, but I'm gonna go with the Horns.
Well, Billy, I'm gonna pick last, and then let you take it away for our next games because I don't want to be biased. Any team that got something to do with Kool-Aid on it, I'm going with that team. Alabama has cornerback named Kool-Aid, so yeah, plus 20 Alabama. I don't know what.
Do we know what his favorite flavor is?
Probably red, bro.
I think crimson red.
Yeah, probably red.
All right,
or grape.
I do got a question for everybody on the panel. We'll just go down the list.
Wait. Why would you say grape? Why would you say grape?
Grape is the best flavor. That's why anyone would say grape. I'm going to throw that out.
I thought he was taking a shot at his own people. Black people love grape Kool-Aid and watermelon. I just thought, dude, why?
2 things. The grape Kool-Aid is the best one. Watermelon Kool-Aid fucking sucks. I just want to throw that out.
No. I'm saying watermelon.
Watermelon.
Watermelon Kool-Aid's good too.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Christian. I wasn't taking a shot at us, but I like both of those things. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna live in my truth. I'm gonna be myself.
Are you gonna ask us our favorite?
Tonio, what's the best Kool-Aid?
It's great, bro.
All right.
It's great.
Chris, you got a favorite Kool-Aid?
I haven't had Kool-Aid since high school, but I like the watermelon. I like the strawberry, kiwi, and grape was probably my top 3.
You don't have a 2 flavor Kool-Aid. That's wrong. Matt, what's your favorite Kool-Aid?
So I don't drink like one like specific flavor. I mix flavors. So like grape and fruit punch is probably my favorite.
Oh, this guy.
It's pretty good actually, but I mix flavors.
Grape and fruit punch? Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Fruit punch, not tropical punch.
Fuck
Tropical
no.
punch is the flavor.
How are you gonna tell me a 2-flavor Kool-Aid sucks, and then you giving Matt props for drinking a fruit punch, which is like 30 flavors plus one with the grape? He's got a 31 flavor Kool-Aid.
Strawberry kiwi is 2 flavors. Fruit punch is 1 flavor.
No, fruit punch is like 12 different fruits in one packet.
How about I fruit punch your ass?
Yeah, it's fruit punch. You're doing strawberry/kiwi. That's 2 flavors.
How many fruits are on the packet? Let me look.
I know a lot. There is a lot on the packet though.
Christian, what's yours?
Probably fruit punch.
I hate
And Billy, I know yours is great.
So we can all agree the lime is nasty.
No.
Lime's not bad. I wouldn't pick it, but if somebody had it at their house, I wouldn't be like, ugh.
Grape and lime?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm with Christian. You got some lime Kool-Aid in your house, you're a serial killer. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You don't clip your toenails.
Hey man, pick up some just packets of lime. What the
they down to the last few packets because that's how I always did it. That's the last one.
It's like it's 5 cents a thing. You just all right. I'll get some.
He's making it and looking over his. Looking over his shoulder.
Hoping I
got food dye in it.
Hopefully I can mix it with something.
If it's lime Kool-Aid there, I'm just gonna go and get double the packs of Flavor Aid. I'm not getting no goddamn lime Kool-Aid, bro.
With the
I just drink water.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm
some
doing.
lime Kool-Aid is fire with some tequila though.
Well, hold on. Yeah,
you've been an adult. I wouldn't been an adult.
We're gonna get Billy all worked up here.
Hey, but Billy, next on you, man. Next game.
Right. So the next game is going to be Ole Miss and Tulane. I understand that there's a lot of SEC bias around here, but I'm about to jump right off that fucking train. I'm taking Tulane to get the dub.
How much we betting?
$0. I'm worried even putting my name on the team with the win column at this point. So I'm definitely not going to bet.
Well, you know who I got, ladies and gentlemen.
Tucker.
Lane Train coming through. Jackson Dart, hell of a game coming up.
Chris.
Ole Miss.
Thank you, Chris.
I don't know what kind of weird love, not triangle, like whatever weird love parallel you guys have. It's just gross. Honestly.
He just got done shitting on me for picking Texas over Bama. What are you talking about?
I just told him get the fuck out of here.
Where's the game at? Tulane?
Probably not. It's probably Ole Miss. They just played Mercer, the hard swinging Mercer. They got to make sure they're the next team at home.
I think that's at Tulane.
Tulane, 2 train, Lane Train coming through. Ole Miss by 20.
It's in Tulane.
Yeah,
it's in Tulane.
Okay, I thought it was.
Tonio, that's my favorite sports meme of all time is insert player with a do-rag and a cigarette. Lane Train, Ole Miss by 20.
Yeah. Who you got, Ruggs?
I'm going Ole Miss because Tulane, they beat South Alabama, but like Ole Miss is fucking rolling. Who cares they played Mercer, but their confidence is sky. They put up 73 points. They're untouchable right now. They're fucking flying high until they play an actual SEC team, and then like, oh, all right, but they're gonna run through Tulane.
All right,
I ain't mad at.
I'm gonna roll with it.
I stand alone on Tulane.
Everything Matt said, I'm rolling with it. I got Ole Miss.
All right.
Let me throw this in there. I think Ole Miss will win, but deep down, I want Tulane to win just to bust his ass.
Well, that's it.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Just to bust his ass.
Put some money on Tulane.
No, hell, I learned my lesson.
He don't want to lose no more dollars. He's still trying to make enough to pay you out for the last one.
Now he's just going with our pick.
Telling them in the office, hold my rent for a few more weeks.
Who next, Billy?
All right. So we'll go Nebraska, Colorado. Who you riding with, Tonio?
It's prime time, baby. You know who I'm going with. That's another team that's confidence. I don't even think they needed the confidence because they get it every day from their coach, the most confident man in the world. And it's God-fearing, man. So his confidence ain't arrogance like everybody think it is. He just blessed.
I spoke of it as soon as I got the chance to talk.
Yeah. So I'm going with them. Like I said, man, I don't them boys not to be played with, and I think that's what everybody thought. Hey, they just hype, and they not. So I'm going with them. I think Matt Rule still got a lot to do over there in Nebraska. So yeah, I got Colorado by 10.
Okay.
What you got, Chris?
I'm going Prime as well. I said it whenever we talked about the subject in the first place. I'm thinking he's at this point probably good enough to beat up on the teams that aren't there yet, and I'm questioning whether he can beat up the teams that are there. I don't think Nebraska's there yet, so I'm going Prime in Colorado.
We got Ruggs.
I'm going Nebraska. I think that Prime to pull out the win versus TCU, they had to open up that playbook a little bit. Nebraska, I know they lost versus Minnesota 10-13, but like they were just kind of fucking grinding back and forth, feeling each other out. Fucking Minnesota won some bullshit Big Ten football, basically. But now what? I'll let you go.
$20.
All right, $20. Christian, you can just forward him that money. All right. So Matt Rule now has tape. He has more tape on Colorado than Colorado has on Nebraska because they're like, they didn't do fucking shit. Everything they did sucked. But now we see the success that Colorado had. They can take that tape, kind of work off it. Matt Rule's a good coach. I think Nebraska wins that game. It's going to be a close game, but I think they win by 3.
I wonder why you're picking Nebraska, Matt. Is it because you don't like Prime or because you like to eat corn the long way?
Oh,
dude, corn the long way is good, but I do like Colorado being good. But they're going to lose Nebraska.
I just this, and I'm gonna let you go, Christian, so we can get to the meat and potatoes of the show. I want to let you know that Colorado scored on like a couple times on a simple check down to Dylan Edwards. So opening up that playbook, now using one of their best weapons out there playbook a lot, yeah, but I don't think Nebraska has the athlete to be matched up with that athlete. So
I do think they got a better defense than TCU, though.
I don't care.
Go. So who are you taking then, Christian?
Oh, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I'll be damned. I'm going to Colorado.
Hey, who you got, Billy? I know you bold. You like Matt Rule a lot, too.
I do like Matt Rule, and that's where I was going to go. Matt Rule has even said himself it is going to take 2 to 3 years for him to turn this program around.
Because he's not Prime?
Colorado, because Prime said I'm doing it right now. So I'm going Prime. I'm going Travis Hunter. I'm going Shedeur Sanders. That's where I'm going.
Real quick, Shiloh, we ain't going to forget about you. You had a hell of a game on the defensive side of the ball.
Led the team tackles.
Yep, 10 tackles. Seen you hit that wide receiver to break up one of them jumps when the other, I think it was Travis, might have got beat a little bit. But it could have been the other 5-star. Either way, you did what a safety is supposed to do, and you came down late. Now, I'm mad at you because you had one of them, had a wide open jump, and you let them break through the tackle, but you made up for it. It happens. All right, don't do it again because we rooting for you. But, yeah, we ain't forget about you. Billy, last team, or was that the last team?
No, we got one more game.
What you was about to say, Matt?
I was going to say the post game, I thought it was funny that Dion was there with Travis and Shedeur. And he's like, these are my sons. And then Shiloh wasn't there. I just thought that was funny.
Also, did you see the interviewer? Because when she asked Travis the question, she went, Travis, and handed it to him because she didn't know what to do.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That whole post game was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was.
I just came from HBCU. This is the most yards I've ever thrown in my life.
That's a fact. Bro, I just like it because it's not arrogance. I gotta say it. It's not arrogance. They just confident. This dude's quarterback coach is the greatest quarterback of all time. Like y'all didn't think he was gonna be good. This nigga had other offers from other schools inside the FBS. Just follow my daddy, man. But Billy, last team.
So we got an Oregon team that put up 81 on Portland State, but let me say Portland State still scored a touchdown. So
And they're doing heroin.
yeah, probably. But
I mean, it's legal there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's legal in Oregon too. Were they doing heroin? That's why.
that's who he's talking. Oh, damn, it is.
Yeah. So,
Well, they were doing meth.
oh,
Yeah.
shit.
They were doing uppers.
So Oregon versus the Texas Tech Raiders. I'm going Texas Tech here. I'm following my heart for this pick. That's where I'm going. Where y'all going?
Oregon's back, baby.
I fucking hate Bo Nix. I just hate Bo Nix. I feel like the only reason why he had the job at Auburn for so long is because Bo Nix Sr. went there.
He was the quarterback after Cam Newton in Auburn, wasn't he?
I don't know. Bo Nix been in college just as long as fucking Stetson Bennett. So I fucking hate Bo Nix, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I just hate him. He sucks, and every year we have to hear about him. And this year, even in this blowout, he only had 200-some yards. He fucking sucks. I'm going Texas Tech Red Raiders with my boy.
Heads up. That's what I'm talking about. Chris.
I just sat here and thought if you did all that and then said I'm going Oregon, that shit would have been funny. But I'm going Oregon.
Oregon put up 81 on some team named Panda Express State or some shit. I think they got all the confidence in the world right now, and they're going up against a Texas Tech team that lost to a football team in Wyoming. I don't even know they played football in Wyoming.
Josh Allen.
I'm gonna go with the.
Take it easy.
I'm gonna go with Oregon.
All right, I need to catch up anyway. Matt already said Oregon's back.
Yeah,
So
Oregon's back. Besides Bo Nix, I hate Bo Nix as well because he's been in longer than 3 years.
Bo Nix, bro. Who you got, Christian?
I'm gonna
Who
go
the
Oregon.
fuck is beaten? Put that fucking Johnson away.
All right, so now going from college pick'ems, let's go to some NFL, man. Finally, it's back. The NFL season is underway. It is going to be. Oh, are we doing this one more time, Chris, or what?
Oh shit, we can.
Okay. So Matt has his Lions fandom happening right now. Wait on Chris to pour a shot. The Detroit Lions biting kneecaps. Apparently, it hit
Already.
It hit Travis Kelce a little earlier than I would like as a fantasy owner. But with all that being said, I love Dan Campbell. I love what the Lions are doing. I think this week 1, I'm going Lions right now. Or I'm going Chiefs, excuse me.
The fuck, dude?
The fuck? Shut up, Matt.
My God, man. Well, after Dan Campbell did a little breaking and entering, he went into fucking Kansas City. He went to a Chiefs practice. He fucking stole Kelsey's kneecap. And he ain't getting that fucking shit back anytime soon. The Lions, we're rolling into fucking Kansas City, and we're fucking rolling them bitches over. That dynasty's fucking done. They don't have any fucking wide receivers outside of Kelsey. Tony, he's hurt. Fucking Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They don't even have enough letters to put on his fucking jersey. That's slowing his ass down. They ain't got no defense. Chris Jones, they won't fucking pay the man because everyone's got an asshole. They all stink. I'm just trying to get paid.
Music to my ear.
The Lions are beating the shit out of the Chiefs tomorrow. I've got the
I don't
money line
understand how
like
you're
8
saying
times.
they have no receivers. Tom Brady was throwing to me, you, and Billy his whole fucking career, and he did just fine. And I think Mahomes is a better talent than Brady was.
A better talent, but he ain't fucking better. So
all that being said, I'm also picking Detroit. I think
I like it.
This is my upset of the week right here. I think Detroit finished the season extremely strong last year. They started out 1-6 and finished 9-8, and could have possibly made the playoffs. I think it was Seattle won earlier before they kicked off.
Yep.
Fuck Gino.
I think with Chris Jones not being there, the Lions have a pretty damn good O-line. And with Chris Jones not being there, Goff is going to have all the time in the world to throw. So I think Goff's going to have a hell of a game. I think it'll be a shootout similar to the Goff Mahomes game back when Goff was in LA.
There you go.
Was thinking San Fran for a minute. So I think it'll be a great game to start the season. I'm going with the Lions on the upset.
Christian, taking your team?
Hey, upset, baby. And I need Sam Laporta to go off. Fantasy football.
Oh, let's see. Your team. You
I
need
also need Mahomes to do what he does.
Oh, where'd you draft him at, Christian? Tell the viewers where you drafted him at.
I took him first round.
And he was talking all that shit.
Yikes.
Hey, and look, real quick, I got Goff on my bench. So do I flip flop? Start Goff this week?
Well, the Lions secondary is pretty trash. Keep Mahomes in there.
You don't know anything because it's all new. It's all new players.
All new.
You don't know nothing. Let's fucking talk at halftime. All right?
Antonio, please make some sense to end this segment. Jesus Christ.
Hey, end it, right?
He looks like he's about to shit himself.
I'm also going with I had a root canal today. That shit's hurting.
You did what?
Got a root canal, bro. I'm going with
that straw. What do you do?
You literally looking at me. It's not me doing nothing.
No, you're drinking out of the straw still.
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, my fault.
That shit gonna be real sore tomorrow,
bro. And I'm getting that exam like, fuck.
Just drink out of the cup. What you do?
But I'm Billy. I told you they don't pay my Mississippi homeboy. I'm going against them every time. We literally seen this dude win a fucking playoff game for them by himself. He was the whole defense. Joey Bosa just got a bag, and y'all Nick Bosa just got a bag. He ain't did shit for them. He's just over there.
I'm talking about playoff wise. Who you got?
So with all that being said, I'm going with the Lions, bro.
Let's go.
I fucking hate the Chiefs.
So Tony,
shout out to my boy Taylor.
Shout out. So real fast, while we're on the topic of not paying a Bosa, even though Tonio got it wrong, Nick Bosa just signed a fucking 5-year, $17 million deal.
70.
He's the richest racist person in football.
Yeah.
I love it.
Jerry Jones still alive, so now.
Oh yeah, playing.
He's not playing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dak Prescott.
We'll go from that. We'll go from that
racist offensive players
to. We'll go from that one to Chandler Jones situation. Antonio, I just need you to quote something for me because I can't quote it. What did Chandler Jones say on his?
Say that shit
on his Instagram.
What you mean you can't quote it, Billy? Why can't you quote it? Hold up, I'm confused.
Well, I can quote it up to the last word, and then I can give you
Billy, we're a sports talk show, man. We can't leave no information out. Why?
I can absolutely.
Hey, Billy,
I'll leave this information out. Hold on.
It's in the private chat. Do you not see it?
Billy.
I got it.
Oh no, I know. No, hell no, you don't, Billy.
Oh,
Billy.
Billy.
Hey, Billy, I don't want you to read none of the words. I got you. That's why I'm here. All right.
Put some trust in me. Stop.
He's gonna fuck around and say the last word.
I'm not. I don't say it by myself.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I don't say it by myself. I know I ain't gonna say it now. So he said, "Fuck it. I don't want to play for the Raiders. If that's my head coach or GM, I want Patrick Graham, Ivy League, blank." There's a word there.
All right, Billy. So that's why I said just let me go because it don't roll off the tongue when you can't say it all. So first one he said, they won't let me in the building. Trying to provoke a nigga. That's the first one. Then he said, fuck it. I don't want to play for the Raiders if that's my head coach or GM. I want Patrick Graham, Ivy League nigga. And then, he said it's a shame that I'm a top athlete with 112 sacks in the NFL, and I had to go to a local gym to work out during the season for no apparent reason. This
We're
is
not that
wild
Globo Jim.
to me, Josh. And you know it. You know it. You need to do what's right. Jesus Christ. If I'm that nigga in particular, I did just have 112 sacks, Billy.
Yeah.
Get my
Just had 'em?
fucking key. Get my fucking key card working, bro. Like this team is terrible, and I'm one of the best things, if not the best thing, on your defense.
They traded. Hold on. So Max Crosby, I can see your argument, Christian. I feel like that's where you were going. They traded to get Chandler Jones back. So
Let me say this though. Although he had, he's had a great career. Chandler Jones got paid big money and put out 4.5 sacks. Nothing. And then they just drafted Tyree Wilson. He's on his way out. So he better be happy. Because shit, he's gone next year.
you still don't. It's Chandler Jones. He averages 10 sacks a year for his career.
Right, but he just dropped down to 4.5. You think he's about to spike back up? And they have his replacement
back up. It doesn't matter. Even if the player on your franchise isn't the best value player on your franchise, that's Chandler fucking Jones.
No, that's what I'm saying. I get the respect, but I'm saying he should tread lightly. You ain't putting up big boy stats no more. Be quiet before we cut you, because we ready to.
No, if it was so, let's say it's a money thing. I'm with you. But if it's a motherfucker can't get in the building, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, no argument there. No argument.
I understand if the punter is trying to get in there and you're like, who the fuck are you? That's Chandler Jones. You don't know who the fuck Chandler Jones is? Stop.
Exactly, bro. Fuck all that, Christian. I'm at Planet Fitness with a bunch of regular, and I can't get in there. Max Crosby, I know he good, but this motherfucker wasn't on the field. He be hurt. Shit, fuck it. You can't let me in, this motherfucker. He in the ice bath right now. I'm out here at Planet Fit Goals Gym. Like, it ain't no AC in this bitch. I gotta wait on this fucking dude that thinks he's a bodybuilder to get out the mirror with the weights I need. Christian, come on, man. Get me the fuck up out of here. Hey, trade me, because, Christian, I get what you're saying. He on his way out. But I'm damn sure it's a team out there be like, we get Jones for a little cheap. I know he'd get me 10 sacks. Hey, get on the line. And why you pull me back if I was gone?
But that's what I want to say. Does he give you 10 sacks still?
What did you say? How many sacks did you say you had last year, Christian?
4.5.
4.5. He's had 16 in his last 35 games, spanning over the last 3 years.
Oh, never mind. We're talking about the wrong guy. My fault.
You're doing Chris Jones, not Chandler Jones.
Yeah, too many Joneses.
Yeah,
keeping up with him.
So
Chris Jones is still good and worth the money. Chandler Jones isn't.
But that
still doesn't mean he shouldn't be allowed in the fucking building. He's still a starting caliber player in the league. And his brother is John Jones. Like, let me in, or my fucking crackhead brother that's running over pregnant women is going to come up here and beat the fuck out of everybody in this building.
Shout out to John Jones, the most dangerous man on the planet.
For real.
Besides myself.
I'll give it to Brock Lesnar. No.
Hey, can we remove
So Hulk Hogan is the most dangerous man.
Shut up. All right. So back to the pick'ems. Let's go. We'll go Sunday night. The godforsaken Cowboys. Chris is going 1-0. Let's go to him and tell us why.
Because we're playing the Giants. They've beaten us one time since Dak Prescott's been drafted. That was in January of 2001, and it was by 2 points. We own the Giants. They are our bitch in this division.
In 2001? You said in 2001.
My bad. 2021. My bad.
I was about to say it's a long.
Dak dominates this division. I don't think he's a good quarterback, but if we played the NFC East every game, every year, we'd be like 27-time Super Bowl champions. He's going to beat the shit out of the Giants. People are going to say he's great. And then I'm going to shit on him about 2 weeks from now. It's coming. Just wait. But no. He's gonna shit all over him this week. That's why he's starting on my team. Week 1.
Billy, let's break this parallel up. The one you think me and Chris got. 2021, 2022, that was last year. Giants are gonna take this one and beat the Cowboys because they the Cowboys. Dak is gonna prove Chris wrong once again, or prove Chris right once again. because Chris knows Dak. So hopefully for Chris, the coach is just like, hey man, let's just get Cooper in there a couple snaps every game, bro. Let's see what he can do. And every time Cooper comes in there, he just throws for a touchdown. Then you don't got to worry about it. That you still the man, that's what y'all coach can tell you. Still the man. We gotta save for the playoffs, baby. Something like that. Lie to him a little bit, something like that. But no, the Giants beat y'all, Chris. And it's just off of, I have no facts to back this up. It's off pure hatred for the Cowboys. That's it. Who you got, Ruggs?
I got Vanilla Vic running all over this fucking Cowboys defense. I think Dayball, give him another year with his fucking fat little sausage fingers all over this roster. He did great with the team he had last year where, he just did the draft, signed a few free agents, but now he can.
Where did they
really
improve on offense, though?
Darren Waller,
yeah.
Darren
Probably the best tight end when he's healthy.
Yeah. Motherfuckers just 6'7" doing the
When
ball
is he
like this
healthy?
out there.
Well,
No.
is he healthy week 1?
Yeah, he'll be healthy versus the Cowboys.
Yeah,
So
that's
Micah
time
Parsons bull rushes his bitch ass.
Nah,
he's bigger than Micah Parsons. Hey,
Vanilla Vic is outrunning Parsons, and that's what's happening.
hey, Darren Waller is gonna block Micah Parsons one time, and it's
Pancake
gonna
his
look like
ass.
some of the worst shit you ever seen. That's a big ass dude.
No,
Chris.
I saw Zeke play center last year. It ain't gonna look like the worst thing that I've ever seen.
That's fair.
Yeah, you are a Cowboys fan. I apologize for the disrespect. You've seen a lot of terrible.
And I also grew up on Flozell Adams and Andre Gerard and so on and so forth. So.
My fault, bro. I almost cried for you. My bad. Billy, who you got? Wait, no, Chris. Christian, who you got?
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I'm taking the Giants. Every week when the Cowboys open up with Sunday Night Football, and they either let me down because I'm like, oh, they're gonna get it this year. They'll get it together, and then they lose. Or when I'm like, yeah, the Cowboys look good this year, and then they let me down because I pick them again. I'm going the Giants. I think Saquon's gonna run off. He's in a contract year. What did you call him, Matt? Vanilla Vic is gonna throw that fucking rock. I don't think he's even gonna run. He's gonna throw that fucking thing.
Can I just add?
Yeah,
that sounds like
That
a 3
I
interception
couldn't
Trayvon
pick.
Diggs game.
I couldn't pick the Texans and the Cowboys, so in the same fucking show. I'm not that fucking crazy. All right.
We're not even picking a Houston game.
No, Texas. I picked Texas.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Horns. I can't pick the Cowboys and the fucking Longhorns.
In the fucking who you got? Who you got, Billy? Next.
Oh, the next team. Okay, so this is the Monday night, September 11th game. Rest in peace to everybody for their, doing their part for that stuff. But you got the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The New look Jets. I'm taking the Jets. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. He's better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the most overhyped player I've ever seen. Aaron Rodgers is the close second because his playoff numbers are pitiful. And I'm going with the Jets because it's the regular season, and that's where Aaron Rodgers shines.
Who you got, Christian?
I'm gonna go Buffalo just because. Same reason I went against Colorado. They've been doing it for years. That's really all I got.
Chris?
I think it's very appropriate they have the Jets playing on the anniversary of 9/11 because I think we're going to see Jets implode once again. I'm taking Buffalo over New York. Bad offensive line and Von Miller's coming back. Jets go down in flames.
Oh, he did it again. Oh, shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
All right, moving on. Matt, where you going?
I'm taking Buffalo for different reasons. DeMar Hamlin is gonna be his first game back. I think they win for DeMar. He's out there. Hopefully he doesn't get trucked again and fucking die in the field. Then we have a whole 9/11
Jesus
situation.
Christ.
What the fuck is going?
Just stay out of Dalvin Cook's way and we'll be good.
Unbelievable.
Segment. God damn. Tonio, please.
So you're saying you don't want to see Dalvin Cook go through him?
Just Tonio, say
You don't want to Have them cook them.
Say it.
You shouldn't.
I'm scared to pick. I don't know because I'm known for the crazy shit to be said, but back to back, that's crazy. I don't know about this Jets team. I seen them had a DJ on their field the other day, and they was out there requesting Sexy Red Ski.
Hey, hold on. The rap itself is god awful, but that fucking hook, dude, the ski is hard as fuck.
I'm not disrespecting the song, but I ain't never seen no dudes, a bunch of dudes with no women around, just out there like, hey, tell them play that Sexy Red, because that's how they said it. And yeah, if they just out there skiing, I don't know how many skis they gonna do against Buffalo. So I'm going Buffalo, man.
All right, way to bring that segment back to reality at least. God damn.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're gonna pick some shittier games.
I don't know if we need to pick anything else.
You want to end the show with that? I can do it.
No, we can't. Let's go.
All right, so Aaron Rodgers' former team, the Green Bay Packers, who they've owned for years and years, the Chicago Bears. Tonio, I'm going you first. Can the Bears dig themselves out of this god-awful losing streak against the Packers?
I think they can, but I think this game ends in a tie. And that's all I got to say.
What's the score in that tie?
0-0.
See, in my head, I'm like, me and Matt on the same page there. I'm like 0-0, but for the sake of it, I don't know, 6-6. I don't know. Realistically, this is not going to be a high-scoring game. Both of their offenses are not there. So I don't know. Depends on what that offensive line. Being real, Chicago went and did what they needed to do. They got one offensive lineman. So maybe it's Justin Fields not immediately getting sacked. Maybe we can see what he can do. So I don't know. I'm gonna go Chicago for real, but it's gonna be 13-7, I think. Some score like that. That's normally the scores of those games anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go 13-7 Chicago.
Chris,
I think we haven't seen any footage on the Packers for a reason, because their quarterback sucks. That being said, they're going against my fifth best running back for the upcoming year. It's starting at quarterback for the Bears and Justin Fields. So it's not like they got a quarterback that can play worth the shit either. I don't know. I'm going to go Bears on this one. They improved their receiver room a little bit, and I think the Packers are going to be in the race for a top 5 pick this year. Chicago might be right there with them, but I think they're slightly better.
Billy writing down these picks, it looked like.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Around over here.
Who you got, Chris?
Don't question the fucking boss.
Matt, go.
I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was your
Man,
turn.
Billy, I just told Christian to go, and then you tell Matt because he called you the boss to go. Don't do that.
Yeah, no. Now I'm changing. I'm the boss. I'm
The boss
Right.
with a DA.
Hey, Christian.
Own dick.
Who you-
Keep going.
I'm
Who
gonna
you
go
got?
Chicago. I got it 24-17.
Eat some chicken strips.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. I'll take the under on the points.
Yeah, no shit.
I got
41.
I got Justin Fields throwing the ball for about 65 yards, 3 picks, rushing the ball.
About
He's gonna run the ball.
365.
He's going to run the ball for probably break Adrian Peterson's record. But Packers still win it. They still got a defense. Jordan Love, we don't know what the fuck he can do, but we know what Justin Fields can do, and that's not play quarterback. I don't see the hype at all. Packers win this game 31-14.
Where are all these fucking points coming from? God damn. You went up more than Christian. Who you got, Billy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Chicago. I think this new narrative of the black man playing quarterback, of he's a running back playing quarterback, is getting a little tired. I think Justin Fields had zero shot to try to throw the ball last year. I think whenever you do give a guy 0 offensive line, 0 receiver weapons, he looks like Davis Mills. But just because Justin Fields can run the ball, he looked a little better. So you think he doesn't know how to throw the ball, when in actuality he couldn't. So give me the Bears. I'm not buying the hype necessarily of the Bears this year, but I think they're better than – I think getting DJ Moore helps you tremendously in this league.
Billy,
I
Brock Purdy
forgot
had
they
as
got,
many passing yards in half the games. He can't throw.
With the
he don't got no time, Chris. Goddamn. Hell, me and you and Matt can go get on the line and give him at least more seconds than he was getting.
The Lions didn't even rush the passer, and we put fucking Aiden Hutchinson on the sideline, and Aiden Hutchinson picked him off. How do you not see a 6'7", 270-pound white dude standing on the side of the field? How do you not see him, and then you throw it?
Either get killed or throw a bad pass.
Imagine doing that to Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or a fucking good quarterback, Matt Ryan. He'd be like, okay, that's dumb. Let me just sit here and forever.
That's because he's looking for running lanes, man. He ain't looking for passing lanes.
And then
he's like, fuck, there's no one blocking in front of me. I don't know where to go.
How open were his receivers? How open were his receivers?
Name me one receiver.
He threw it right.
Name me one receiver, man.
DJ Moore.
From last year.
Darnell Mooney.
From last year.
Cole Kmet. I can name the whole fuck. I watch him twice a year.
The guy they traded from Pittsburgh. What's his fucking name?
Chase
Claypool.
Yeah.
Oh, but
TikTok star.
All right. Matt's. I do like that Chris still did pick Chicago anyway, because I think it's crazy. We haven't seen anything from Jordan Love. I think it's because he sucks, and the Packers are like, fuck, we fucked up.
Well, I mean, are they going to start him over Aaron Rodgers? That's crazy.
No, but Aaron
I know
Rodgers,
what I have in Fields, which isn't very good. But
Aaron Rodgers, they were like, oh, this motherfucker's going to be good. But with Jordan Love, they're like, I don't know.
You were seeing passes from Mahomes in training camp. Like, usually if a quarterback can sling it, you see the shit before the season starts.
When you ever see anything from Green Bay?
You did. Billy just pointed out when Rodgers was there, they was hyping up Rodgers.
Yeah, because he was smoking crack in a fucking cave. That's why you seen the Packers.
Not 20 years ago, he was normal.
Let's do another bad matchup. I'm going to go with Christian first on this one. I don't think he's went first all day. Carolina, Atlanta. Who you taking, Christian?
I'm gonna take Carolina. I think it's just gonna be the quarterback play. Bryce Young just does a lot more than Ritter.
That's fair. Chris, who you got?
I picked the Panthers to win the division, so I feel like I have to pick Carolina here. I'm starting to buy into Atlanta a little bit more just because I want to see Bijan do something. But I think Carolina will win it.
Matthew.
Atlanta's too talented on the offensive side of the ball. As long as Desmond Ritter can just control the ball, not fucking pull a Dak and throw it right to the defense, or a Justin Fields throw it right to the defense, I think that team will be surprisingly well. They're just going to get in a lot of shootouts. They're going to lose a lot of shootouts because their defense is kind of shitty. But I think offensively, they're going to beat the shit out of Carolina because they're just not good offensively or defensively.
Before I go to you, Antonio, I'm also going to take Carolina, or I'm going to take Atlanta here. I think Carolina still does finish second in the division next to the Saints. I do think Bryce Young might have something. I don't think Atlanta's defense is any good. I don't think Desmond Ritter is remotely close to good.
But did you just take Atlanta?
Yeah. But I think Carolina, that first game, it's going to be a bad start for Carolina. I think Atlanta has some pros on the team. Desmond Ritter got in there last year. He knows what the NFL is like, as opposed to a Bryce Young who is still going to be like, oh shit, this is what I'm getting into. And they lost their best receiver last year. Go ahead, Tonio.
I'm going with Bryce Young. I just think he knows how to turn a shitty situation good. Seen him do that all season. Last year in Alabama, I know it's the league, but I don't give a fuck.
In a good situation.
He was in a good situation.
He turned a good situation that was going bad good. That's what he did.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't turn a bad situation good. He turned a good situation that was kind of going left. He just put it back straight.
Jahmyr Gibbs was his second best receiver, Matt. The shit was bad. All right.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I'm going there. He's used to he had 1 year in a NFL like situation with Alabama, not having the athletes at the receiver position, and you don't got him like that. I still think he makes it. Good game, man. I think what's his name? The quarterback for Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder.
Sucks. So yeah, he will throw the ball to the defense, like Matt said. Billy, what's next?
Hold on. Before we move on, since we're all in agreement that Desmond Ridder sucks, I would just like to point out that he averaged 20 yards more a game last year than Justin Fields in his rookie year, and Fields is in year 3. Just want to point that out.
Good point out.
Thank you.
Glad I wasn't,
Well, let's also-
glad I wasn't hating on Desmond.
Let me just say this, Chris. I don't give a fuck. All right. Still ain't got no offensive
Also can't
line.
have better weapons, though.
Know what I'm saying? Ain't got no offensive line. Ain't got nobody to throw it to.
They got the best offensive lineman, Lindstrom. We did the whole O-line rankings.
Better than Quentin Nelson?
Yeah.
Who are we talking about, man?
Chris Lindstrom. Or not Chris Lindstrom. Is it Chris
We
Lindstrom?
talking about the,
Sounds
we
like a
talking
hockey
about the
player.
Bears.
You just said no offensive line, and you didn't put a name next.
Talking about the Bears, bro. I was talking about Justin Fields. Because Chris keeps coming back and shit on him. Give him a microsecond. God damn.
Also,
get back there and sack him.
Desmond Ridder's air yards compared to Justin Fields?
What was that?
What was Desmond Ridder's air yards compared to Justin Fields?
Let me see if I can find that. Go ahead and
Why
go to
you
the
looking?
next topic. I'll look
Why are you
for it.
looking? What's the next?
So, Matt, you're going to go first on this one. 49ers or the Pittsburgh Steelers? Who are you going with?
I think Pittsburgh's going to be good, but the 49ers are the best team in football. As long as Big Cock Brock at least has an elbow this year, I think Christian McCaffrey kind of has a field day. Deebo Samuel gets in on it, and 49ers blow out the Steelers. But then the Steelers come back because Mike Tomlin uses that all as a coaching moment.
Oh, yeah. Tonya?
I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I just be rooting for Mike Tomlin because he got a lineup and he look like Omar Epps actually, or used to. So that's why.
You said he has a line. Mike Tomlin's bald.
Just recently.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I mean, but he still looks like Omar Epps because he's
He
bald.
still does. No, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just Christian. You
I
take
got,
it.
I got the 49ers. Just one of the best teams in the league, offense and defense. Efficient on offense, defense really can't do nothing on them. Pittsburgh, I think they struggle offensively. And I don't know if it's going to get better. I think that offensive line is still not good.
I'm with you 100%. I'm going 49ers. You have Big Cock Brock or Kenny throws picks Pickett. So that's, I mean, obviously you could just do 2 nicknames. Bada bing. Going nicknames.
Bada boom.
Niners take it. Chris, before you give us that stat, who you taking?
I'm actually gonna go an upset here as well. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. I want to see how Purdy looks before I say if he can throw or not. I know we saw him one drive in the preseason, but I'm curious if his arm's gonna hold up over the course of a full game under the pressure and everything that comes with that. I do think if his arm's okay, I think the 49ers are gonna win, but without knowing for sure, I'm gonna go Pitt on this one.
Absolutely. Did you get that stat?
Yes. The intended air yards per pass attempt going by attempt because Fields had way more attempts than Ridder did.
Mhm.
Fields had 9.1 per attempt and Ridder was 7.8. And then also would like to add in that Fields had an average of 5 yards after catch per completion, whereas Ridder had 4.5. So for having shitty receivers, his receivers actually did better in Chicago.
Or did Justin throw them open to get them extra yards after them catches?
Impossible.
He didn't have time to even see an open receiver, so how is he throwing anybody open?
Don't just throw
He
it out.
ran.
When he's tucking that ball, he can't fucking throw anybody open. Oh,
What's next, Billy?
That was it. That's the show.
It's a good show. Every week gets better every week. Me and Billy are in the works of getting these T-shirts out. We finally got a new logo. If you pay attention to the show, Christian hates the logo. It doesn't matter.
I was just
he
BS.
says he hates the show too.
Yeah,
he
probably.
did. He
He
did.
wants
say
to
that.
branch off.
Yep. Christian's Corner, actual. Christian, next week we'll make it up to you. I know we let Christian's Corner slip out of our hands this week.
Why do you guys do? What's going on?
It's not on purpose.
Next week we will open the show with Christian's Corner, and it better be good because to get a show opening, that's pressure.
After week 1 of football season, on top of it, that shit better be 100% good. That better be the best damn corner we've ever seen.
He'll ask us about the '98 Miami Hurricanes.
You already
don't let your corner get shitted on like that, Chris. I believe in you. Chris, what you got going on?
I don't got shit going on. I'm just ready for the season to start. Ready for my Cowboys to be 1-0, so I can feel up for a week, and then I got one less week of disappointment for the next 3 months.
God damn it, Dad.
I can hear it just like that.
Hey, the good times don't come often, so I'm gonna celebrate them when I can get them. And against the Giants, that's gonna be a good time.
Ruggs,
and if not, y'all gonna hear about it next week.
I can't wait.
I'm about to enjoy these next, I don't know, what is it, 18 hours now at this point of just Lions hype train. Right now it feels like we're in the Super Bowl, but if we fucking come out and they score on their opening drive, I'm about to fucking hide under my couch because I'm gonna fucking lose it. But Lions, we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna win, I hope. But Lions football back today, baby.
Bingo.
Christian, what about you?
I ain't got nothing.
He's
interview number 2, number 3.
What's up?
Nothing.
All right. Well, I'm glad we didn't do Christian's Corner this week because he still would have been butthurt about it. But we do appreciate y'all fucking sticking around. Our picks are going into, we're doing a college plus NFL picks to kind of give us a bigger margin, and whoever's going to be the loser. Obviously, I am on fucking super bottom as of right now, but with the picks we just made, I'm going all the way back to the top. So,
oh, power bottom Bill.
Remind me to do that for the name of the next show. But I appreciate everybody fucking
Please
listening.
Don't do that. Hey, it's been
Go ahead and land that plane there, would you?
Peace.